Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the final week of October's Shop My Stash. So I'm going to go through the products that I used this week and give you sort of mini reviews on all of them and how I felt about them. I'm actually really in love with everything that I used, which is awesome. And sort of the point of Shop My Stash. So going through your collection and rediscovering things or using things that you haven't used before. So I'm going to share with you my picks for this week. So as a primer, or for my two primers, the products that I went with were my Nivea Men's Sensitive Post Shave Balm, and I believe I used this in last week's as well. I actually have been really loving this combination, as well as the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, the pore minimizing one. This one really helps elongate the wear. No. Increase the longevity of my makeup. And it really sort of smooths over my skin. It has glycerin in it, I believe, which is why it works so well as a makeup primer. This, however, is more pore filling, so I use it just on the outer areas of my nose and a little bit on my forehead, as well as on down the bridge of my nose, and these two together work beautifully. For foundation and concealer, I use the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Makeup in the shade 90, which is Ivory Neutral, or Ivory Neutral Ivory. The shade 90. They didn't have, I believe the lightest shade originally was shade 100, and then they came out with one lighter one, which is what I have been using, and I am wearing it today. And as concealer, I used, as I have been using the entire month of October, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair. Love these two together. They are pretty equally fair, I guess. But this does tend to break up on my nose. You can kind of see I am getting a little bit oily down my T-zone, primarily on my nose. But really a beautiful, sort of natural, flawless sort of finish with this foundation, specifically when blended out with a sponge. I do prefer that with a sponge. So let's see, for powder, I use this little guy yet again, the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Powder in the shade 10 Porcelain. I've said enough good things about this. This is going to be / already is in my favorites for the month of October. Love this powder for sure. Let's see, what should we do next? Let's do highlight and blush and bronzer. I guess we can just do highlights first. For highlighters, I have been using two this week. One is the Essence Eyeshadow in the shade 01 Snowflake. Again, another thing that ended up in my favorites this month. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Becca highlight in the shade Pearl, and I really just enjoy the luminous sort of glow it gives. I prefer to wear this on more cool toned days. I want to do some more cool toned eye looks. Excuse me. And the other highlight I used, actually I believe I used this last week as well. This is the Sonia Kashuk Chic Luminosity Highlighter Stick in the shade Sparkling Sands. Yep, Sparkling Sands. A really pretty sort of champagne-y highlight. I am wearing it today on my cheekbones and that sort of area. Love this. Hadn't used this in quite a while until last week and decided to use it again this week because I liked it so much. For bronzer, I went back to one of my all-time favorites, which is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula in the shade Bronzer. Again, I love the way this product smells. Makes me think of summer every time I open this. It's wonderful, and it's a really great bronzer. For blush this week, I went with the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Blush in the shade W12, which is the shade Bear Honey. So L'Oreal in their True Match line does neutral, cool, and warm undertones, and actually this is a warm one, but it's really pretty and natural. I am wearing it today. I don't know if you can even see it or pick it up on my skin on camera, but it's a really pretty sort of natural flush of color. For mascara, I went with another all-time favorite, my Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. This also made it into my favorites this month. It gives a really nice volume and length to the lashes. Oh my gosh, my tongue-tied today. Length to the lashes. I have just always loved this guy. And finally, nope, not finally, let's do this first. For my brows, again, I believe I've used this product a whole month as well. I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo in the shade Dark Brown. There are two little tones of powder in here. I dip my little baby brush 3 times into the lighter one and then 1 into the darker one and sort of spread that in my brows. And I have to do that a couple times per brow, but really love how natural that looks. And now, finally, the eyeshadow palettes. I used 2 this week, and they're a little baby This is a quad. This is a mini palette, I guess. This is a custom quad from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Whenever I rack up enough points from Ulta, I don't know why, but the 2 times I've like hog wild gone in a little shopping spree or gone on a shopping spree with my Ulta points, I have picked up I picked up one of these little quads. 4 shadows, you get the quad for free. But this is amber, this is fudge, this is caramel, and this is vanilla. Really pretty. This is a really pretty sort of gold-toned bronze, a little bit lighter than a true bronze, but really pretty on the lid. So that is one palette I used this week. And second, I used my Stila Perfect Me, Perfect Hue palette in the shade medium tan. And this is actually what I'm wearing on my lids today. I actually incorporated this blush into the crease a little bit today as well because this little more mauvey, light mauve shade wasn't really cutting it for me today. But this is the color that I have in my lid. It's called Daring, and it's absolutely stunning. A nice, really warm toned rosy gold. But this palette I also have been loving, and I believe this is the first time I actually got to use this palette. And there's little leopard prints on it too, which is adorable. Anyway, I believe those are the products that I used this week, the last week in October for Shop My Stash. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know down below. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.